until you actually see it on a screen. And the shots are joined together as though it's one. You don't really realize how immersive it is, and how that technique kind of draws you into it, and how you're not really aware that it's one shot. And that was what was surprising to me, that I'm watching the film the other day. After a while, you're just not aware it's a single shot. You're just completely drawn in, and it's almost like it's a magnet or something. The fact it is one shot, because in a way, cuts are often disruptive, even though they're not meant to be. That you are aware of a cut, but here not. It's almost more claustrophobic in a way. You've got no way out. There's no sudden wide shot. You know what I mean? It's like boom, you're drawn into it, and it's like grabbed you from the start. It's really interesting. We had a 4-point wire system that takes the camera across the bridge with George. As he gets to the other side, the camera is then lowered on the wire, but then the grips take the camera off that wire, because what's actually on the wire is a gimbal system rigged on a piece of pipe. And then so the grips take that off the wire system, and then they physically run with the camera behind the actor to the lockhouse. And the whole thing is remotely operated. I control it on remote wheels to get the continuity from shot to shot, or piece to piece. I said, well, I'm afraid we're going to have to shoot the whole thing in cloud, which is like, I know it's Britain, but I mean, even so, it's the time of the year. If it had been last year, we'd have been totally screwed. I mean, I had sun for like 2 months. But in terms of just getting that flow of the image, it needed to be cloud, but also because I wasn't lighting, I felt it needed to be cloud. You can't, if you were running down a trench and turning around 360 degrees, there's nowhere to put a reflector even, nothing. So, yeah, none of the exteriors we had light on. The challenge of the technique of doing it in one shot is sometimes you felt you needed to see the environment, but most of the time it's a very personal story, and you wanted to be kind of intimate with the characters. So it was a balance finding that, and I think we found it very early on discussing the look and doing sketches and having a storyboard artist do different versions, and just gradually working out how far can we go in terms of how do we get to a wide shot? Is that too self-conscious? How do we move around to see the environment? How can we intensify the moment with a camera movement, but not make it too ostentatious, if you like, I think it was a balance, because, we didn't want to do anything where you're just behind the characters following them all the time, which, scarily, that's what maybe your first thought of the story is. Okay, I'm following these two guys and we're just following them behind or in front, and that's it. We had to find ways of making it much more descriptive.